Ooh, 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 ah, ooh.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Anna here, and we're gonna get right into this video. As you watch from the title, it will be a video on how to make stacked pants. So we're gonna start with any pair of old jeans that you have. You're going to fold it in half, and you're going to place it on any fabric that you use. Then we're going to cut around the shape. We're going to cut as close as possible to the old pair of jeans you have, and we're going to cut around it. Now, as you see, we are cutting the front part of the pants. We will be cutting the back part right after this. Okay, as you see, here's the front part. Moving on to the back, we're going to fold the back in half, and we're going to place it on the pattern. We're going to place it on the fabric, and we're going to cut right around it too. Don't forget, the front part of the crotch will always be shorter than the back part because, you know, the back side is always bigger than the front. As you can see, we have two pieces here from the front and the back. I had to switch on to a different pattern because I originally recorded the video with this blocky pattern, but then that video did not play, so I had to re-record it over. So we're going to take one pattern, we're going to place it on this fabric, and we're going to cut that same shape out. I only had a yard of fabric, so I was trying very hard to make these pants with 1 yard of fabric. So I was using every little piece I had, I used it. So we're cutting the front piece out. You're going to cut 2 front pieces and 2 back pieces. We're done cutting the front, we're moving on to the back. We're going to take the back pattern and we're going to place it right on top of the fabric and cut that out too. So by the end, we should have 2 pieces of the front and 2 pieces of the back. As you can see, I am trying to use every piece of fabric that I have. We're not trying to let any fabric go to waste. We're using every little bits of pieces. When we're done, we should have 2 pieces, 2 front, 2 back. We're going to take 1 front, 1 back, put it together, and pin them together. We're going to pin the side seam from your waist all the way down to your legs. And we're going to pin the crotch seam from your inner crotch all the way down to your toes. So after pinning, we will go straight into sewing. After you sew it, it should look something similar to this. It doesn't have to look exactly like this, but something similar should work. We will try it on to see how it fits. As you can see, it fits pretty nicely. We're getting where we want to go. So you would see those yellow pins right by the waist. Where the yellow pins are, that is where we're going to sew a straight line for the waist. For this part, this will be the flared part that will give us the stacked fold. So again, we're trying to use every little piece of fabric we have. We're going to cut out 4 different pieces of fabric. So as you can see, we started cutting 2. We will fold that in half and cut that into 2 pieces. So we will move on to the pants. For the pants, we will cut the legs in half. We don't want it too long because don't forget, this is where the stackness will start. So you want to cut your pants where you want the stack to begin. We're gonna put the fabric, the square fabric under it, and we're going to cut like an angle. We're gonna cut on an angle. After that, we're going to fold that in half, pin it, and then cut out any excess piece that's standing out. And we're going to repeat the same steps for the other leg. We just pin those together. As you can see, this is how it will look if we were to have sewn it, and we will move straight onto the other leg. Take the same steps as we did for the first one. Cut in an angle, fold it in half, pin it, and cut out any excess pieces you see. We're going to pin those together. And then we'll repeat those 2 steps we did for both front of the pants. Okay, so we sewed those together and it should look something like this. I was running out of fabric a little bit, so you will see the little extra space in the front. Don't worry, we have excess pieces that we will use to sew those additional space. And we're going to sew the straight line on the waist. So after that, it should look something like this. The thing I like about using this fabric is it's a block, patchy kind of fabric. So you can honestly use any small piece you have, attach it together, and it will look just like how the fabric came originally. So from right here, you can either sew on the zipper and you can keep it just like those bell pants. Obviously, you have to cut the hem a little bit shorter, but you can keep it just like that after you sew in the zipper, or you can move on to the next step, which is to make the stacked effect. So the line where you sewed from the side seam, you're going to go in your sewing machine. We're going to go for the straight stitch and we're going to put it on 5. 5 is the amount of space you want between the stitches. So after that, we're going to sew on the zipper, and it should look something like this. If you want a more stacked effect, obviously you can go back into but I'm liking how it's looking so far, and we're okay with it. I'm fine with it. I'm definitely ready to rock this. So this is how it looked. The top that I'm wearing, I made this top and I also created a video to it. I will leave the link down in the description box. So if you want to see how I created this top, click that link and it should take you right to it. Thank you guys for watching my channel. Comment if you have any questions or anything I can help you with or you can help me with. I'm here to learn, you're here to learn, and we'll see you next time.